There we go. We should be alive, although I have to do the Gemma muting game.
I have to.
Okay, there we go.
We playing Final Fantasy 14?
We could, yeah, let's do it. I like Final
Okay,
Fantasy 14.
let me,
We
because
we
it'll
can do
take some time anyway.
the Gemma FF14. You know, I actually will log in also because I want to give you rights because we had someone ask to join our guild,
I know.
and I wanna do that. I haven't logged in like a day or two, so I'm gonna
It's been
I'm gonna
like
do that
some
right here.
coup of the guild that I started.
No, it just automatically
How do you? It's obviously the guild I started. It's called Sanshoku.
it
I,
automatically flips. Like if the guild owner doesn't sign on for a long enough time, it like flips ownership of the guild to the next person down on the list. And so actually, while we didn't play very much for a while, but
yeah.
while we were not playing, it like was flipping back and forth ownership between us over and over and over again. If you look at the log, because it was like, oh, you haven't been in a while, better give ownership to someone who might be there. Um, oh, there's a new site for the new patch. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know. It's looking a bit square now.
Yeah, yeah. There's things about this I'm a little bit like, is this really we're going there? Okay.
I, I don't know. I'm wondering like how many more patches. Like, well, this is a patch, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how many more expansions they're actually going to get out of this now.
Well, they seemed to be implying that the next expansion was the quote unquote last expansion.
Well, that
Um,
was my gut instinct, and I did not hear rumors. So
but at the same time, when you like look at the game, when you look at FF11, that game's just gone on forever. Like they never stop. I'm actually very curious if people ever wanted to. I would be super curious to go play through FF11 story and just understand what it is. Although I guess it's
oh yeah,
probably easier to
I'm
just read
sure they
about it.
wouldn't just switch off the servers, but at some point they've got to give a new offering because someone else is going to come along with another MMORPG and steal all their customers.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, again, they have a lot going on in this game. Like people like playing, people like doing all the fashiony endgamey stuff. Like people like this stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at my free
Yeah,
company
I
members.
don't know. I mean, maybe they'll find a way to transfer us all over. You know, we'll
Okay,
do a
I have.
cataclysm or something.
Oh no, I have promoted you to Sanbai,
Yay!
and we have an
Why can't I be
applicant.
Yakuman?
I approve their application for membership because there can be only one Yakuman apparently.
Oh, so WRC rules then, no double
Yeah, no
Yakuman.
double Yakuman. But apparently, yeah, the only difference is I don't know.
Oh, I'm super close to getting to level whatever I am next.
We're allied with the Order of the Twin Adder. That's very exciting. Okay, so I've given you.
Right, okay, I'm gonna start queuing whilst we start talking.
I'm gonna let. Oh no, wait. I should make a new rank. And the new rank. What should
So
we?
anyone can join our guild, by the way, guys. We are not fussy about who comes
No,
to
we
our
are not.
guild.
We accept everyone. We're very loving, in a good way,
I've
not a weird way.
quite a few of my friends have joined Final Fantasy 14. I've just added them all. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
come.
bring them all in. A little itchy today. It's all
Dave
warm
would
now.
like to do some high level raids at one point.
I
I am
super
not the
would.
right person for that, so
That's
I'm
actually
hoping I can
not true.
get.
I got again. Most of like, I don't know how much of my frustrations I should share, but like most of the challenges, like just do the thing. It's not that it's like, hold on, I need to think of a name for this new rank. What's better than Sanbaimon? Nothing
Nothing, yeah.
except Yakuman.
Why don't you just give Sambai Man more privileges?
Because there's 5 members who are Sanbaimon. I should go see who they are. Wistomaniac, Daniel. I don't know who some of these people are.
Let me have a look. Oh, I would have given it to them if. Who's Sambai Man? So I'm gonna.
I mean, it's got a lot of. The only thing you can't do is kick people out or redo the core profile. So I guess maybe it's fine as it is. Like kicking
I
people
think it's
out. It's
okay
not like
then.
we kick people out ever anyway. So if we did, having to like wait for someone, wait for me to do it is not really that crazy. And redoing the company profile doesn't seem like too big of a deal right now either. So okay, I think we're good. We good. Ooh, Open
Yeah,
Tanya is
I
the
mean,
crappiest.
I would do raids, but I don't know. I mean, look at me. I'm still at level 64,
Wait,
having
why
played
can
this game
Open
for years.
Tanya do literally everything?
I was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, this Open
We've had
Tanya as a rank.
we've had two guild leaders who have not had smooth transitions. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, who is this and why? We have one person who's Open Tanya, but I don't know who they are.
Okay, let me have a look. See if I recognize them.
And Open
Thing is,
Tanya
like, this
gives
is
you
people.
all powers for everything. Again, like no one has done anything negative for the record. This is not there's not a problem. I'm just very
Uh,
curious.
I, I'm pretty sure I do know who that is. Also, oh,
Is it a problem for them to have these powers?
I don't. Probably not. I can't. I don't know who it is anymore.
Eh. I might just move them over to having a more normal set of powers. Maybe this is just the systems administrator in me. But like I don't like the idea of someone we don't even know. I'll promote them to normal Mangan. Yeah. So if they have a problem with that, they can message me. This is not done out of spite or anger, just out of general security and not like letting some person that I don't know who they are have full access to our very important and serious guild. Hi, Sports Cards Direct. It's a big promotion for Gemma.
Did you see my new jacket? Look at it.
Wait,
I look better with
hold on,
Alphano now.
wait, I'm not even viewing you. I'm gonna
Oh,
quit.
okay. You're not
Because
leaving.
I signed in to take care of this. So I'm gonna log out and exit.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bring up you, and then we're gonna watch you.
I really look very good next to Alphano now. I got
Ooh.
pissed off when Alphano changed
And looks
changed his
better than you.
outfit. And
It is
now we've got to go find
problematic.
Minophilia again. And I'm like, every time, like, we've got to find her. I'm like, we really don't. Can I just skip this entire part of the story?
Here we go. Now we're viewing the ad before viewing you.
Good times.
There we go. Ooh, I like that. That is a nice jacket.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good look for you.
I'm still not sure about these funny little, like, ties. Like, they're the most useless piece of clothing. Like, I
But
know that guys
it's
don't really get
square.
much clothing to. Yeah, I know it is, but you know, I don't know. I know guys don't get much clothing to like have flair and stuff, so all you've got is the tie.
Yeah, Square is like 100% about extra useless belts and ties and clothings that people do as like pure adornment. That's like their thing, and it's always been. Um,
Seriously, like playing the Final Fantasy VII remake and seeing those like suits all like so many belts, I'm like, oh, really? The '90s thought this was okay?
did the 90s think that was okay, though?
Yeah, we were big fans of belts. Do you remember we just had belts that you just wore that didn't hold anything up? Like it was a fashion choice.
No. Bionis says it's a broad neckline. It definitely
It is
is.
a broad neckline.
It definitely is.
My broad chest.
Yeah, it's
But you've
very
got no
strong.
nipples. That's weird. I never liked that.
Wait, what?
Like they never put nipples on these models, and it's just more disturbing that way. They're like Ken dolls.
I mean, I'm a little okay with that than them being like anatomically correct.
Really?
If I had to pick.
I don't know. It just draws more attention to me.
Then
Like,
why are you looking for nipples in Final Fantasy XIV? No one's looking for this.
no, okay. So what happened was I changed character and I didn't have enough gear, and
No,
I
I know,
put
I
in
know.
recommended, and he was running around like just.
Yeah, you're like, put on the recommended gear, and you're like, put on this weird assemblage of garbage that no one would ever wear. And it's
He's
just
got,
like,
like, a
that's
little
it, that's what we
necklace on.
recommend. And it's like, huh.
I had like a necklace on, like some arm braces, and maybe like a belt, and then that was it. That's all he had.
What I
Like,
find very
can't
funny-
run around like this.
What I find very funny is that the gear, like, you look more formal as you level up. You know, like level 1 mage, like low-level mage, you have like a robe made of hemp. And you're like wearing a burlap sack. And like, and now you're wearing like you could go to a formal dinner in this. This is like pretty nice looking
It doesn't look
stuff.
like comfortable either.
No. Well, maybe.
You reckon?
It could be a nice coat.
I don't know.
See
Like he's
that.
still got his jester's pants on though, because I
Oh.
spent all my stuff and forgot
spent
to
all your
buy
money on
any
jester's
decent
pants?
trousers. I got too excited by the jacket and the necklace. Didn't get
Yeah.
into- He's got some really stupid shoes on as well. Sorry, Bexar. I should really change his face at some point as well. He looks really stupid. Get him a shave or something. Have you noticed though, like they all look like they've got Botox in the cutscenes. Like, because they don't have any expression on their forehead, and it looks really weird. Like he looks dead inside.
Well, they've actually gotten better at that, but especially at the beginning, they were doing that thing where they're like, "Oh, let's show off that we got these facial animations working," and like it's definitely better than no facial animations, but they were not that good looking.
Right.
They got better at them as they went, but I don't know. Like I find this always very interesting to watch these games like develop and like how they get better and what they improve. But I do recognize that also means that you're starting with something that's not ideal. You got a book though. Your book has lines and circles. Like you learned all this math.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah, it's full of geometry. Oh, you're the fighty one. You're the combat. You're what? Not the summoner.
The summoner,
Because the
yeah.
scholar gets 3 ether flow dots, as opposed to just the 2.
I used to have 3 until they changed my character, and now I only have
Mm.
2.
But they're probably
Don't
stronger.
stop, it's lovely. Yeah, well, they had to beef me up a bit because you couldn't use your summoned animals anymore.
Yeah, and you get
tank.
Dreadworm Trance, and you can summon Bahamut and stuff. It's pretty cool. Is Dreadworm Trance?
I haven't got Bahamut yet. Yeah, I've got Dreadworm, but I don't have Bahamut yet.
Line plus circle does equal math. I don't know. That's absolutely correct. That's exactly.
Have you played much Mahjong over the last week?
I super have not. I've been really stuck doing a lot of work for work. There've been some
Oh.
changes that I've had to keep up with, so it's been pretty intense.
Well, that's good. It's better
It's
than
good.
not work.
It's been busy. It's just like, oh my god, it's so nice to be the weekend, and then over the weekend, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on some Mahjong stuff this weekend for sure, but I'm not sure exactly when or how. What else happened for me? I got a new keyboard.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about this, actually. I'm incredibly excited about this. Because basically, my old keyboard, it made me very sad. I liked my old keyboard very dearly. But the problem is, the LEDs in it started failing. One of the LEDs was discolored, and that makes me a little sad because it's an imperfection. More importantly, the U and I keys started failing. Like, they would double up or triple up when I would press them, and that's... Ugh, it's the worst.
And that's a vowel as well. It's not like a W.
So I was like, screw this. So I got myself a new keyboard, and it's so much smaller. It's a 10 keyless now. So my old keyboard was this big old honkin' Logitech keyboard, and this one's much smaller. And it's a full custom keyboard. So I have my own switches on it that I prefer. And
Okay,
I can
let's
swap
see
out
it.
the
Let's see it.
keycaps.
I can't see it.
Can I hold? Let me see if I can hold it up gently, carefully. Yeah. Yeah, you can see they have a keyboard, and
Oh, that is nice.
it super lights up, and it can do different colors and things too. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want a keyboard that could do rainbow swooshy things?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's super cute, and it's got like custom firmware, so I can actually reprogram it to do if I want to. Which, to be honest, I really can't think of a time that I've ever expressly wanted to do that. But I could if I wanted to. Most of the benefit for me is I'm really happy that the switches are custom. First of all, I just really like these switches are really great. They're really nice to type on. But more importantly, if I ever have the same problem where one of my keys stops functioning, I can actually just replace the one switch that's broken with a new one. And that is incredibly convenient because that means that I don't have to buy a whole new keyboard again, which is exactly what I want.
More environmentally friendly.
Yeah. And if I want to, I can swap out the caps for like better caps because the old Logitech keyboard I had these like switches that had keycaps that were unique to them. Like you could not switch them with anything else. Program a Roan button. I could program a big old Roan button, and I could make it even light up and say like at the right time and be like, oh, it's time for Roan, and I could slam it like what's it called? Sega Net MJ. Yeah, I'll just punch the keyboard.
Do you want a cue? Oh, maybe Valadares can cue for us.
I don't know if I want a cue. Do I want a queue? How's the queue looking? Is it bad? I can't see the numbers.
It's free at the moment. Let me see if I can get.
If you can summon a friendo.
Yeah. How do I do the crossword link shell?
CW. I don't. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I bet that'll get someone.
Unfortunately, Valadares has just started and he is super into the story. He cares about all the things that I do not care about.
Wait, who does?
Valadares, he's like a friend from when I was working in Nintendo. But he is much more like focused on getting through the story and getting stuff unlocked.
Well, that's
unlike me.
good. That means that they'll be able to do the high. Oh, that's what we're talking. We're talking about doing the high end rating and the high end stuff. So like, it's not even high end. So it's not like in a lot of other games where it was really like aggressively like, oh, you have to be perfect at this. Oh, you have to do everything. You know, max blah blah blah. I mean, I guess there is a point where it's like that. It's just more like, please don't stand in the fire. Like, please. Like I was doing. I was with another group of people who will go unnamed. Because they're very nice people to me. Oh, hey. Sounds like a cue. Because they're very nice, lovely
Yay.
people, to be very honest. But like, it was a trial where in the end segment, it's you get tethered to someone else, and your tether has a color. And then later on,
Okay.
meteors are gonna fall from the sky, and you have to go, and one of you, and the meteors fall in pairs, and each pair has a color, and you have to go. Each one of you stand under one of the two meteors of the color of your tether. And if you all do it
Right.
right, it's great. And if you don't do it right, you wipe. And it definitely spent at least an hour um,
See, that's the kind of thing I'm worried about.
with people who are not able to manage that effectively. And again, very nice people. I don't want to be too mean about it, but it was a little frustrating just being like, because I can't, because some things it's like, okay, if you're not putting out enough damage, I can try to put out more damage. I can take care of this. We can fix it. We can do that. But I can't stand under the right meteor for you. So it's just everyone just has to do it. Um,
Yeah, I mean, maybe back from World of Warcraft days, maybe I'm more fearful of it than I
woo,
really need to be.
woo!
Yeah, this is a good start,
Look at
right?
these
Dora,
tiles.
I'm East too, so I'm gonna call
Yeah.
the East immediately when it comes out.
And you got Dora in there already,
Oh,
and you.
look, I'm just gonna call the East. Now I'm gonna call anything.
Yeah, this is just rude.
Yeah, it's even if I don't do this close, it's already three hand as dealer.
This is a mean starting hand that
Seven,
you've
seven.
just gotten here.
Yeah.
I would want to stand. It's true. Standing under meteor generally is considered a bad deal, but in Final Fantasy, it's fine. You spend a lot of your time standing under meteors. Oh, really?
I have to be honest. I do actually now Google dungeons before because I'm cognizant of the fact that it's the first time for me. Other people are just doing it on the GD roulette, right?
Yeah, but it
And
depends.
they
Like,
just
for
want to do it as
example,
fast as possible.
if you have, well, I don't know if you have a sprout. You might not have a sprout anymore because you've been around for a
I
while.
do have a sprout still. I do.
Yeah,
I always say I say it's my first time.
yeah. If you have a sprout, or you say for again, this is maybe my experience, and um, not everyone is there.
Hi,
But
Ricky.
hey, Riichi. Oh, good, Riichi, you made it. Oh yeah, I think Gemma is muted on her stream because we're just talking on
Yeah.
this stream. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like, what was I thinking? I was thinking a thing, and I forget what it was now.
Oh, when you go into a dungeon and you're like,
Yeah, yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
I'm new here."
I mean, in my experience, people are usually pretty cool about it. Like, and usually not like mad if what you're doing is making sure that you can do your dungeon that you're new at. Like, no one, I can't imagine people just being like, ugh, God. The only thing that drives me nuts is when tanks have this idea that they're supposed to do this like wall to wall pulling, and they go into like a level 1 dungeon and they're just like, I'm pulling everything, and I'm just like, dude, like, especially when I was leveling a healer, I'm like, I have one heal, and it's like
Yeah, yeah,
gentle caress. Like, that's really all I can do for you right now. Please do not go apeshit because I can't help you.
yeah. You know what? I'm quite happy to be a DPS. I really do not need that kind of.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating because I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was me. Hi, Masca.
Hi, Muska. You're sprouting to declare. Oh, really? You're at the parental end of storm. That's interesting. I didn't realize they let the sprout go that long. Oh my God, this is the worst.
I guess because after Stormblood and Shadowbringers, it could be new content for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
They're assuming you'll have gone through all of
Well,
it.
they're assuming that you're
but
new until such time as you get through all of that.
yeah,
Oh my God, what is happening?
this is not going to happen, and it's going to be really
This
sad.
is really depressing.
This is Mahjong, man.
Come on. Come
I missed
on.
it with that 6-man throw.
A little bit. You should have thrown the 3 at that point.
Do you reckon?
Yes, because then you could have ponged the 6 or the 8 to get ready. Just con it. Just fuck it. Just change the flow.
Yeah, I guess so. I was thinking more that I wanted to keep this wide wake, but I screwed myself, I guess.
I think you might have. I hate to say it, but I think you might have. But maybe you'll draw the red 5 man.
That'd be really sweet. But I'm still only just Tenpai then.
And then you can reach. Just get all the extra points.
This is a true Mahjong experience.
Oh, such pain.
But yeah, I haven't done much Mahjong this week, unfortunately. I have all these plans. I really want to start things up again, and then I did do my tax return this week though,
Ooh,
which is
that's like Mahjong. It's not like Mahjong.
it's maybe it's I don't know. No, Mahjong's much better than tax
God,
return.
what is happening? I would have conned that east just to change it up.
I know. I was thinking that. I was like, oh,
Just to
I could
change
change
it up.
my flow a bit. Oh, this could have changed my flow. See, that changed my flow.
Oh, there we go. Now do you reach it? You might as well.
I'm gonna reach it.
You might as well
I
just
can't
fuck it.
care anymore.
Also, it's interesting because the 5s and the 8s are very dead. Player Leon
I think
Exodus.
if we were sooner, like further, like so earlier in the game, I would have dammered to try and upgrade for a
Sanchoku.
Sanshoku.
I know you. The 3 and the 6 have really not come out, and the 4 is pretty dead too now. So either Leon has the 3 and the 6 for like a toy, like a half-flush toy, or they might come out because they'll have nowhere left to go. Oh my God! Please, someone.
Mahjong Freeman doesn't help. Yeah.
Oh my God!
That
Red
was
5
scary.
on. Ugh!
That's a nice hand, though.
Yeah, it is, and it's a good thing you didn't deal into it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, that sucks. Although a 3 and 6 pin literally never came out. You actually wouldn't have won it even if you'd kept the 6 and called. Like, you had there was no saving.
It's Michelle. And finding a tax return, the only option is better audio. The government only will run to for Yakuman.
Oh no, Ricky, it was really fun. The Doman Light Open was a great time.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the next one, and I'm a little
Yeah.
bit jealous that Dave won the mount because I really want a mount now.
Do you want a fatter cat? Like
I don't want a fatter cat. I want
you
something
should.
else.
It's adorable.
No, I'll leave the kawaii to you.
I'm more kawaii than kawaii.
Kawaii.
Kawaii. I think it's really adorable. I think it's a great mount. I had a great time.
No,
with it.
I really enjoyed the Doman. The light
tournament
one
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I secretly might enjoy them more than other things that I have to do.
Like taxes.
Obviously. Oh my God, it was like really like was it on Monday, and like really the floor was just covered in receipts, and like because I'm one of those people who just keeps all the receipts in a big box and then sorts them out, which is a terrible idea. And so it took me like days, and finally I got it all sorted out, and I'm like, good, this is a good tax return, this is right. And I sent it to the accountant. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I feel really bad, everything's just a mess. And then she's like, oh no, you're really organized with your finances. I'm like, oh my God,
oh dear.
what
Yeah,
are
it's
the
like, how
other
bad
people
is it
doing?
that you're saying I'm good at this?
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess I keep the receipts and the paperwork.
That's always good. I'm a little
That
excited.
is a start.
No, I don't know. I don't think I feel like I was able to keep a general positive trajectory during that event. I was pretty fortunate that I was able to do that. But again, I thought it was well organized. It ran really smoothly. The games were good. People were playing their best. Like I thought it was a really good time.
It's just a super nice community as well.
Yeah, everyone's really nice, and it's really like I don't know.
I feel positive and happy when I'm playing.
It makes me a little sad in a weird way because it's like I'm usually someone who's like, oh, I really don't like video game communities, and they're usually terrible. And it's one of those things where it's like, this is the niceness of this community makes me a little sad because it shows that doesn't have to be true.
Yeah.
Like if it just had to be true all the time, I could just be like, yeah, it is just how it is. Video game community is always worse. But instead, it's like, no, actually, for some reason, many of them are. But these folks are just really nice. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because they like Final Fantasy and they're just chilling out, enjoying Final Fantasy. Oh, Gemma, I know what you're doing. I know you're going for the 2-3-4 Sanshoku. I'm surprised you didn't call
why
for
don't
it.
you need to keep that free? So I'm not now, but you know that was the plan.
Well, now it's not happening. Yeah, look what happened to you. Now you're not getting your Sanshoku.
No, I'm just going. No, I'm going to go for Tanya instead.
Ooh, being a jerk. I'm sorry. Tanya, what a great hand.
Oh. Yeah, I was playing. I have been playing Mahjong on this during the week every now and then. But yeah, the level of play on this is really strong. Sometimes better than the Tenho games.
That's, I don't know. I think I don't know if I. Ooh, you're back in action.
I know, right?
Back in action. I don't know if I don't know if it has to do with community size because I feel like I've had a positive experience with the Final Fantasy XIV community overall. Forgetting just the Mahjong folks who've also been very positive, but like
Mhm.
the overall community has generally been really nice. I've really never encountered people who've been like rude or aggressive or like, oh, you're not doing good enough in this dungeon. Why are you playing this game? You should uninstall. Like, I really haven't encountered that.
I
Um,
did have someone accuse me of being a PlayStation player, and I was like, yes. Like, you can tell. I'm like, okay.
oh, you're three
Whatever.
man. You need that real bad. There's only one left now.
Oh, it's the door.
What?
I got away with it.
Jeez.
I didn't really need to do that, do
You
I?
did
I get
not
it.
need to do that. Wait, why are you cheating this?
Because I'm gonna get the three man now.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
I'm not gonna even have a chance.
Oof.
I mean, everyone else is playing a nice game, and I think this poor Emerald Starfire is gonna get busted out. It's kind of unfortunate
You
for her.
aggressively assisted that. You definitely made
Is
that
that what an
happen.
assist is? Is that an
That's an
assist?
assist. I mean, it's true. It is easy to define a group by their worst members. It's just tough. It's like, what's your experience going to be if you jump into a game and jump in a lobby, turn on your mic, turn on your headphones. Like, what do you get? And I feel like in a lot of environments, what you get is very negative. And in Final Fantasy, at least, I've generally, I mean, I guess there's not lobby and voice chat, but I've generally not found that level of negativity. Um, I actually think it has a lot to do with the structure of the game and what
Oh.
they make competitive and what they don't, and how they try to make sure that the game structure actually like, oh dear.
Yeah,
Well,
there's not like PvP in main areas and stuff, which helps.
yeah. I mean, if you want to do PvP, you can. I haven't really
Mm.
done much. I've done a bit. It gives good XP actually doing PvP.
But you know,
But
Square Enix are pretty strict when it comes to streaming as well. Like, if you get caught dissing players on stream, you get in big trouble.
yeah, they really don't like that. Um, they also really didn't like parsing for a long time. And I think it's because they wanted to avoid a situation like in WoW where it would just be like, if you don't get above certain DPS on a parse, don't even
Yeah.
talk about our guild. Like, so they wanted to
Yeah, but
avoid that.
everyone knows passing is happening. Everyone knows it's happening.
They've lightened up on it. I think they're very willing to understand that. Like, I like parsing. I want to parse to understand how well I'm doing. I don't want to parse to be a jerk to others. And I think
Yeah.
they've lightened up on it a little bit because they understand, like, the serious players do want to understand if they're doing better or worse from run to run. And there's a healthy reason you can do that stuff. Um,
Yeah, if you've got a group or something, then it helps to, yeah, make sure your group's operating well, right?
yeah. Wow, Carol, that is pretty rude. I feel like there's a lot of people who got pulled into playing mahjong for like some of the bonuses or the extra like what's it called, like the achievements. And so they started playing and they were just like, I don't know what's going on, and it made them very upset. Ooh, now here's a big question: Is I take
Yeah,
it
but
it is
if
cheat toy
they're
time.
if they're an R2000 plus though, they must have
They
played
must
a
have done
lot of
something right.
mahjong
Yeah,
to
that's
get to that.
true. Yeah, if they're R2000, they must have done something right at some point. I don't know. People get
Wow.
really frustrated and angry about this stuff. I would have thrown the seven so first or seven so first if you were going for a cheat toy because it's already come out a whole bunch.
Yeah,
It's fine.
but yeah,
It's plenty of time to
yeah.
swap. Give it the old swappy doppy.
But even more importantly, the three pin is kind of almost behind that wall of four doors.
Hmm.
But I was
Hmm.
also kind of worried that they may have been going for a flush, although they did throw a one pin and a nine pin straight
Hmm.
away. I was kind of thinking if I was going to cut those, I wanted to cut them sooner rather than later.
Makes some sense.
North is obviously going for their makeup hand.
Oh
Now
yeah.
I'm very worried about what's going on to the left of me here.
I'd be a little worried too, actually. Not about that one mon though. That's probably fine.
Two man's probably okay as well.
Probably.
They'd have to have a 3 and a 4. Why would they then pawn the 5 if they had 3 and 4? We'll find out.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Chitoi Tenpai. But we're not reaching it because...
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like the two, so I'd rather get
Okay.
a better weight. Oh, wait, there it is. You want it.
Yeah.
Boo. Could have reached that.
Oh well. I kind of was also curious whether Emerald would get some points because she's gonna bust out,
Yeah,
and then I won't get second place. I'd get third.
yeah. If you reached it, that would have been
Yeah,
even more
Chiral.
points.
I have 2 other characters, and yeah, they've only got as far as the Golden Saucer. There they stay.
Yeah, if you'd reached it, though, it would have been a much better direct hit. But who knows? You know, you can't know that beforehand.
Yeah, and the Tuso was dangerous for Emerald because she might have thrown it again if she didn't want it the first time round.
Yeah.
I'd have rather chosen a weight that I thought
Oh,
one
I
of
see
the
what
other
you're saying. Yeah,
more
you wanted
likely
to avoid. You wanted to avoid hitting Emerald specifically because you need Emerald to
Yeah.
survive to continue.
Yeah.
Sorry to be gambling with your lives, players in this game.
No, I mean, in all seriousness, at this point I wouldn't take a win from her,
Hmm. That makes sense.
especially because I'm 4th down. It really hurts to get a 3rd place now.
I wouldn't know.
Like, this is a bullshit
I'm not
situation
4th
to be in.
Dan. That's why I wouldn't know. I'm not. Are people resetting their rankings like for the Riichi? That's so weird.
Wow.
That seems like a pretty
Yeah, I was
aggressive
about
way
to
to
say,
go.
to get to 4th down took hours. There's no way I'm resetting.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to prestige rank Mahjong. Well, I would in certain situations, but not in this. Oh dear. All right, Emerald's going for it.
Yeah.
It's East round. The question is, you're letting it go. It's because you're in the. Oh, ooh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. It's not a great hand though.
No, the
Still
value
2
here is very
away.
low. If you get the 30 East, it becomes much better, but still like.
I'm almost thinking about throwing these Easts away.
It's not a terrible plan. Ah,
Mm.
boo.
Yeah, no one keeps. I've had a few advanced games, but yeah, that's difficult.
I wouldn't look harshly at throwing these Easts away.
But soon, when's the patch coming out? Early December. Soon we will have finally a Dora indicator.
That is pretty sick. What you need to get
Maybe
is
we should
Itsu.
all. Maybe we should all write thank you letters to Square Enix. Thank you.
Thank you for the door
Thank you
indicator.
for finally fixing your Mahjong game. I still think we should go to their fan fest. I think they should invite us to their
I
fan
keep
fest.
telling you to
how many-
talk to them.
Well, you can talk to them.
How do I talk to them?
Well, first of all, Square Enix America. America is a much bigger market for this game.
Do I have to write them
than-
a serious letter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I reckon if we say you've got a healthy community of Mahjong players, can we have a special booth in your fan fest? They might let us.
They well might. I think they well might, actually.
Because that's a natural, organic community effort. And that's what
Yeah.
you need to keep these games going.
And we have a good... I mean, I'd say we definitely have a good community. Get everyone involved in these things to come to fanfare. I mean, I'm going to shut up a little bit because I don't want to overpromise. Or I don't want to sound like I'm making promises because we have no idea. Like, it was really...
No, we
just
don't,
both of us
yeah.
reaching out. There's no promise to be made. I just want to be really clear because I really don't want to disappoint anyone by accident. But it could happen.
Yeah.
Maybe if we do some.
If I
outreach.
thought that we were going to do something actually Mahjong at the fan fest, I would go anyway. If it wasn't me organising, even if there was something Mahjong going, I would then go.
What if the fan fest? The problem is COVID. Like, when is a fan
Don't
fest going
remember
to happen?
COVID. I was living a nice little fantasy there where we got to go outside.
Was it your last fantasy?
It was my
Some
final
kind of
fantasy.
final fantasy.
Oh, shut up. I could still get a Sanshoku.
You could actually, now that I think about it. Wait, could you? Yes. If you get another 4, if you get the last 4. Oh, now you can get the Tanyao.
I know, I have
Only
to drop.
you can actually get the Itsu. Although you dropped a 5 already. If you repick the 5, you could get the good Itsu weight, which would be really silly. Or if you get the 2, you can get to the Pinfu Tanya Sanchoku weight, which would be also pretty sick. But the 2 is impossible to get right now. There's very few of them left on the table.
Yeah, 1, right? Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, so I'm feeling a flush from Emerald, which is a little ironic because all green is also a possibility. Wow, okay, you got away with it. I don't know how you got away with it.
I can't fold to her, because then I will also
Oh
be
my
back.
god. Emerald cons and flips 3 door and throws another door. Something tells me Emerald is ready.
Well, I'm ready now,
Yeah.
but just shape Tempai.
You're gonna throw... Oh, I guess the 6 just came out, so it's incredibly safe.
Yeah.
Chantaman and Sancho Clay.
She wasn't Tempai.
Wasn't Oh my god. How?
This is going to be a short game, guys.
Oh no.
Hiya, Bezuko.
Oh, and this hand is so not happy with anything.
I'm going to get a third, aren't I? Ooh,
yeah,
Dora.
I feel a little bad. Wait, you got another door. That's double south. Oh no, it's still east. I'm sorry. It's still east round, but you are south.
Yeah, they must have been. Yeah, I mean they're pushing. They've got to push, but
They have nothing to do but push right now. But I wish I could see what happened to their hand there and how they managed to not get where they wanted to go. Because it didn't look like a bad push. Like it seemed like they knew what they were doing with that push for sure.
Yeah, it's curious because it's difficult to not be Tempai with that few tiles left.
Yeah. I'm very curious as to what. Oh my god, Gemma, this hand's coming.
Nice.
Everything's coming up Gemma right now.
Yeah. Apart from I can't take it from Emerald, so watch her throw my winning tile
And then
immediately
you have to, like,
after I
let it
get
go
Tempai.
forever. You need a 7-pin. You need a few things, but oh my god, everyone else is getting really pushy. Ponging the 9 so is a little odd. It's always an odd moment.
Well, these two smell, they're smelling blood, right? Like,
Yeah.
if they can take out Emerald, they win.
Oh, whoa.
If Leon or Pepperba, who's got a good canon name, actually, I approve of that.
Is this another... Oh my... Oh dear. You know what I smell?
Sadness.
I smell Honroto.
Could be bigger than that, mate.
It could be. It could be Chinroto. Alright. The South is at least overtly safe on that Chinroto.
Yeah, I'm going to call...
time. No one's going to throw that HOTS now. It's never happening.
Or they've got the hats.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it's not
Hon-
going to come out, though. Like, the idea that you can call the hand quickly with the HOTS and be done with it is probably dead.
Emerald might still throw it because she can't not keep going.
True. They did deal the 1-pin very early, and they didn't con with that 9-so, which is also very interesting to me.
I only see one 9-pin. It could be the other Sanshoku.
Oh, yeah, Sanshoku Pongs Forever. That's what I'm calling it
Yeah.
now. Sanshoku Doko.
Here we go. Is it that one? Yes, it was.
Oh!
Oh, I didn't expect that. I might be second after all.
Wow.
Very nice. Catapulted me up to second. So now it's my turn to try and kill
you into second. Wait, now you want to kill Emerald and just nail it second. Sorry, Emerald.
You're a grand player, but that's the game.
Sanshoku Doko. Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to see that
they
hand.
must have had a lot of that already when they threw that 1-pin. Like that must have been a lot of that already locked in. That was good play.
And I was right about the HOTS. I knew the Hots was locked up in there.
What am I doing with this? I don't
Jeez.
really have a plan.
Yeah, how you gonna win?
I don't
How you
really have
gonna
a
win
plan at
points?
all. I'm kind of, I don't know, what do I do with this? It's a real mess. I guess I might have to call it into Tanya, right?
You might. I'm sorry, I'm futzing with my screen. You might have to call this
Oh.
into Tanyo. There might not be another way to do it.
1, 2, 3 sound shoku is a very far off potential.
Hmm. Well, that's not bad though.
Yeah, I don't want to cut off. I don't want to cut off. If I get the one, so of course that's Dora, and it leaves me
Yeah,
open for the sound shoku. But
it would be neat.
it would be neat. But I think the next to go will be the 2. It has to be here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got to happen now.
I can't drive away for the hope of a Dora and a Sanshoku right at the end as well. Yeah, do you know what? It didn't really smell like
And it
Pinfu.
smells
No,
like
it can't be
Pinfu.
Pinfu because I've got 2 inside weights. I'd have to be able to upgrade this 5 so.
How can you tell when it's time for that super hair? I'd say most of the way you end up. Hmm. That's an interesting shaped question.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this way just again because if I do get a 4 or a 6, it does kind of open up the Sanshoku route again.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I can also upgrade that weighting shape if I get the 7, then it become a 258 weight rather than this single 2 weight.
I'd say you definitely learn about going for those hands when like you just push it, like you just push it all the time. All right, yeah.
I
Now
agree.
you have a good Pinfu option, good Pinfu upgrade,
Mm.
and now let's see if you can get it to Tanya also, which would be nice.
Yeah. And the 2 pin obviously takes me into Tenpai. The 5 and the 7 and the 4 are all upgrades as well. And even the 4 so and the 6 so are upgrades. Good upgrades.
Yeah.
That is not the tile I wanted.
Yeah.
The only problem is I do have this horrifying. I could get myself into 310 if I'm not careful because I have cut off those 6 pins.
Yeah. It doesn't feel to me like anyone else has anything exciting going on. Oh, Leon's got a pong of chuns there.
Yeah, not seeing any Doras either. And there's 3 Tusos out, which suggests that someone's got a pair or a pawn
I
of
think
them.
it's Leon.
Hmm.
That's what my gut says. My gut says Adora is lurking in Leon's hand, and they're pushing with the potential half flush. And they
Yeah,
threw
well,
that
Leon
3
has
when
to.
they drew the second one. That's what I would bet.
Yeah. Okay, right. Here we are. Here we're in a good situation now.
All right.
So now I'm going to call it.
4,
If it
5, 6
comes.
Sanshoku.
Yeah, that would be the
Because
dream.
the 7's basically dead right now. 5, 6, 7 is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just waiting on the 4-man or the 7-man. And 7-man's that's a good tile. Those 2 tiles are likely to come out if someone has
Yeah.
them.
There's only one 7-man left on the table so far.
Yeah. But people seem to be clearing out in that suit, so that's good.
Yeah. That can't be anything. Let's see. Let's see. It shouldn't be dangerous.
It could have been. Been
Yeah.
strange though.
One's on the table already. You're east. It's not east round. I feel like that shouldn't be too risky a throw.
However, Dora. No, Dora's not the Tuso. It's not the indicator. Oh,
Fuh.
yeah. No, the Dora is the one. So that's not a Dora indicator. 'Cause she's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It shows the literal Dora, not the indicator. Oh my god, another red 5 out. Jeez. This is some rough times coming down to the end. Yeah, it's really confusing. It's a little. It's how they did it in
Oh
this
look,
game. There's a.
there's the Dora.
Wow! It just came out like nothing. Well, there you go.
There's my Sanchoku.
Tanya Sanchaku. Soon, TM. Yeah, no. When I think what they wanted to do was make it clear to players because they knew they were coming up against a lot of new players. They wanted to make it very clear. This is the tile you care about, but it makes it more confusing because now there's like a 9 so out of play that you can't see.
Yeah, that's what really screws me over.
All right, what you need is this.
Yeah, it's great.
Exactly this. What you need is exactly this.
Yeah, I could have done a few more points on that one, but I'm okay with second place.
Yeah,
I
just
don't like
making
the
the second
first
place
is so
stronger is
far.
fine. Yeah, nice
So
hand.
unfortunately, Emerald, I will take you out if I have to.
Oh no, Emerald, why? They
You've
did
got a nice
nothing but care for
hairpiece.
you. Yeah, they got a nice
Can
look
I wear
actually.
hairpieces like that? Can I
Yeah,
get some hair stuff?
I think you could. You got to go to the
I don't
haircut
like my.
person, the aesthetician.
Really, I like the hair. It's like that kind of 90s curtain style. The highlights are a bit poor though.
Which chain is that? Uh, I've yeah,
Work backwards to find out which tile is missing is way harder than working forwards. Yeah, I
yeah,
know. I
yeah.
totally agree to
It
you.
ends up feeling a lot worse. So they're giving you the option. I think the option really is the best thing because
Oh yeah,
and
option's
some people
fine.
like to see the literal Dora, some people don't. I always feel like it's better to just give people an option. Let them
And some people like the Doman Mahjong set, right? Just because
yeah.
I can't, and I think it's the worst thing someone's ever designed ever, doesn't mean that my opinions are correct.
I think all my opinions are correct, but I'm usually very, very happy with the idea of it being an like if I can set things to be the way I think is right, then that's great. And if someone else wants to set things a different way, well, that's their choice. I always think it's better to give people options, assuming those options don't like let them cheat or something.
It is kind of nice that they're putting this much effort into their mahjong element, though, that
Yeah,
they are actually
my
fixing it.
opinions are correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. My opinions are very correct.
I
Thank you,
am
Unwise Al.
lying.
Thank you. Promote it.
Don't
Promote it to
massage
Stream
his
Champion.
ego. Don't massage his ego, please. He does not need it.
Ugh.
Ooh, that's something I was going to ask you advice on. This is the kind of thing that you can help me with. I was going to get a new monitor.
Oh,
And I was
really?
thinking about getting one of those ultra wide ones because I really like the idea of being able to look at my translation documents side by side.
Okay, so let's talk about monitors.
I know. I was like, when I was like flicking through Amazon, I was like, do you know what? This is what I've got people for this.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different attributes of monitors that are going to be important to you, depending on how you're going to be using the monitor. So, I'm gonna.
But like a mortgage broker. Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Oh, we're not gonna cheat toy. We're not gonna toy or cheat toy this. Get really
No,
aggressive.
I wanna keep the idea of the Dora or the Tanshoku.
That's fair. That makes sense to me.
Mm.
So I want to talk about some of the things because there's like basically with things like monitors, like there's a lot of different ways that they're built, and so it's like people are going to throw buzzwords at you all the time, and the question is like, what do these buzzwords actually mean, so you could understand the value of anything that you could potentially get. So realistically, no one has come up with as memorization. What alphabetical order or a different method? I'm curious what this method
Oh,
is.
the dragons. I always remember it like traffic
Oh,
lights.
Squirtle,
but-
Bulbasaur.
Oh, that.
That's actually cute. I think that's really
Yeah,
cute
it's
actually.
kind of silly.
But so monitor.
Nerds. That's
So
all I got. That's all I got to say for you guys, nerds.
if it's green, you summon Charmander. Yeah. Maybe we are nerds. This
So
2
I
looks
cannot talk
okay.
playing
They
with
threw the
nerd.
1 and the 3 really early.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some monitor. Oh God. Emerald gets away with the 6. The old risky disky. The 3 just came out. Just reach it. Just reach it. Who cares? Just do it. It's perfect. And now
Perfect.
the
It's like-
6 is safe. Oh my God. Ugh. The 6 is safe, which means the 9 is safe, which means people might just do it. You could kill Emerald right here and now. Oh my God. These 5s are dead. The 4s are dead.
I don't want to kill you, Emerald. Where it's already Mangan, right?
Yeah.
And it could be. No, it's more. It's at least more than that. It's at least 5 hand. So
It's
yeah,
at
it's
least five
Mangan.
Han.
It's
It's
at least
Mangan to
5 hand.
begin
And
with.
if
Atsumo is
I,
Hane.
that might be my second place
Oh no!
because I'm the dealer.
Oh
No, Leon,
no!
my second. Ah! Oh well.
Uh,
Oops. You don't need to know.
yeah, don't tell me, tell them. Yeah, that was close. They had all the Dora there. Uh,
Oh, I'm
uh,
kind of glad I reached it, but still.
it was the right thing to do, I think. Just because I like to play aggressive like that. All right, so we can talk monitors while you queue. Um,
Yeah.
so
Thanks, you
most
had Simo.
monitors. So the key component of the monitor really is like the panel, right? The actual display. And most
Yeah.
monitors buy their panel from a very small selection of panels, and they really just package them slightly differently, and that's really the only difference.
Okay.
So most brands are going to be based on a few different types of panels. And panels will use one of a few different display technologies as to how they actually, like how the pixels are actually constructed. And I'm not an engineer in this venue, so there are definitely things that I don't know about it. But the three most common things you're going to find are TN panels, VA panels, and IPS panels.
Okay.
IPS panels are generally considered to be the best for things like color reproduction. So
Okay.
if you care about things like photo editing or visual fidelity to color, IPS panels are going to be your best bet. TN
I
panels,
am not doing that.
IPS panels also have very good viewing angles. So if you want to look from the left, look from the right, like you'll have a better
Uh,
time with IPS panels than that. Um, TN panels are generally not as good for viewing angle at all, and not as good for color
mhm.
reproduction. They're better. They're better at refresh delay, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And VA
Okay.
panels kind of exist in the middle between these two things. So they're not quite
Okay.
as good at color as IPS panels, but they're better than TN panels, and they're a little faster than IPS panels when it comes to refresh. So that's one thing. So these are three things you're going to see. So note that they're kind of on a continuum. Um, the next important thing is like what's it called? Response time. Response time
Okay.
is how long it takes for any given pixel on a monitor to change colors. And if you have a really terrible response, you'll never find this anymore. But like if you use laptops back in like the 90s, when like the mouse cursor would like leave a trail on the screen as the LCD screen tried to like keep up with it, that's a really bad
Yeah.
response time. Again, that's far worse than anything you'll ever see today. But that's what an example of
Right.
what a
Yeah.
really bad response time is. And obviously, a really good response
Okay.
time is just instantaneous swapping of these pixels. Most monitor makers come up with some kind of like way they're going to measure response time that gives them a good number, and then they do it. So like it's hard to tell. Most monitors you find to be like 5 millisecond response time, 4 millisecond response time, 2 millisecond response time. They'll usually describe themselves as measuring it from gray to gray, implying that it's like gray to black to back to gray or something like that. Who are you talking to? Oh, it's this guy. Who's a very interesting
We
character,
don't know
actually.
anything. He can't help me with my monitor.
No, he cannot. Um, and then you're going to talk about resolution and like wide and ultra wide and stuff like that. That's pretty straightforward. I mean, the monitors that I have right now, are very high frequency, high refresh rate monitors. So these do 144 frames per second on them. They're 2K resolution. And what I wanted out of them was that very high refresh rate because when I'm playing games and doing stuff, I want my video card to be able to display, many frames per second. So the
Mm.
refresh rate is how many times per second the monitor will actually display a new frame. So most televisions, well, actually that's not true anymore, but for a long time, most televisions were like 60 hertz. So they would display 60 frames every second. That was it. And so if you
Yeah.
had media, if you have a computer that's 120 frames per second, the answer was you were just losing half those frames because the television could only ever
Yeah.
physically display 60. You also
Yeah.
got interesting things with movies because movies are 24 frames per second, and 24 does not go into 60
Right.
evenly. So what they would actually end up doing is they'd double up some of the frames. Some of the frames would be displayed twice in a row, and some of them wouldn't be, and that gave movies this very like unique look on television that was kind of weird, and people didn't like it that much because it was like that.
Okay, yeah.
And that's why they actually started making 120 hertz panels, because when you had your 60 frames per second media, you just display each frame twice, because 60 into 120, right? It's just 2 flashes per frame, and it all worked out. But then when you had your 24 frames per second media, 24 goes into 120 evenly, 5 flashes per frame. So now you could display your movies without ever having to do this weird uneven doubling up of certain frames. It was even frame, even display time for each frame, and it looked right again. So yeah, the refresh rate of your monitor is going to matter for how many frames you can display on it maximally. 60 seconds is fine for most people, frankly. If you're doing high refresh, if you want high-end graphics cards, high-end gaming, you're going to care about having more frames than that.
No.
So you'll probably be fine with an ultra-wide monitor.
This is a work one.
Now, the final question is, do you want one big monitor or 2 little monitors? Like, if you want stuff side by side, you can do that with 2 monitors, or you can do that with 1 super wide monitor. But the 1 super wide monitor is going to be more expensive because it's super big.
Well, I found one like LG, which is like 150 or something, 150 pounds, which didn't seem too bad to me. It was an LG.
Give me some model number. Give me a model number on that.
Yeah, let me give you the number. Like, friend sent
if you can hear my keyboard, it's because you can hear my keyboard.
Like, like it's when you're working, it's still good to be able to have it on one screen, really.
I see this one is $250. I see.
I now cannot find it.
Maybe it was a lie the whole time.
Let's see what he said. Bastard. 2 seconds. Only. He sent it to me on WhatsApp.
I've been
WhatsApp
really
does
happy
not
with
seem to have a search function.
So these monitors, these are like the high-end Asuses that came out a couple years ago. The P27Q or something. Let me find out. Well, one of them is.
I mean, I'm okay paying a little bit for it, because it's a work monitor. So, right, okay, it is LG Ultrawide 25 UM58, 25-inch IPS monitor.
25 UM58-P?
So 25 UM58.
Okay,
and then 25-inch IPS.
Let's take a look at it. Well, there's a -P here. I don't know if that's what we want. I think we just want this one.
Might be selling different.
There might be like a US one versus a. It's a 25-inch ultra-wide IPS monitor. This looks like exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's only 25. This is actually going to be smaller than you think.
But it's squat though, right?
Yeah. So it is an IPS monitor. What is the actual resolution of this monitor? Why don't you tell me the specs, please? I want to know the facts about it.
Depends what kind of work you are. I mean, I basically look at black and white documents all day, and I don't move them very much.
Yeah, no. Again, the question is just what are the specs? This might be fine for what you're doing. That's the thing. I don't want to tell people, oh, you got to buy this super extreme expensive monitor to do anything. It's like, no, you don't.
Right, and that's often the issue. Like, I don't want to go to a shop because they'll try and sell me something that I don't really need. Like, I really, my demands are minimal for work.
Okay, so this is a 75 hertz refresh rate, which is nice. It's a little higher than normal. That's fine. It's an IPS monitor, so it's going to have pretty good display. 5 milliseconds grid. This should be fine for displaying anything you want, but it tells me a recommended resolution. And this recommended resolution is actually 1080 by 2560, which is not... So this is going to be wider than your average 1080p monitor, but not as wide as 2 of them.
Yeah.
Again, this matters depending on what you're doing, right? If I was a video editor and I wanted 2 monitors, I'd want each monitor to be able to display the full size of my video. I'd probably want 2 1080p monitors or 2 monitors so that each monitor was a full display. This will not be a full 1080p display, but you probably could get something, if you're using it for 2, you probably could get good side by side on it because you'll have more width than normal. This might be just fine for you, especially if the price is right. The color should be great. The display should be great. Like, this should be just fine.
Yeah,
actually, on Newegg, the reviews of this monitor are pretty solid. People say it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just the extra bit at the edge, really, that I'm looking for. Because then I can have 2 Word documents, side by side. Or, even like the problem is they've got these great translation tools now where it has the glossary and stuff on the side. But when I'm trying to use my current monitor, it just means that the text I'm working on is squat, and then the translation memory is hogging up half my screen.
Yeah,
Like,
it's already. I have two 1440p's. I have one like in front of me as a horizontal, and then one to the left as in what's it called, in portrait mode for like long documents. That's the other thing. You might depending on how you care about things, you might find it valuable to put your monitors into portrait mode. So you have
yeah,
it
I
vertical.
used to have one of those when I was working. I did used to have one.
I found that to be super useful.
It's funny, I didn't use it as much as I thought I was going to because I didn't like looking up. If you see what I mean.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh no!
I
Here's someone to ban.
don't want to become famous, so I'm okay. I forget, like, because I guess I'm at the end of Heaven's Ward. It's giving me all these optional.
Oh yeah, all of
duties.
your like time for extra things.
Yeah.
How do I delete them? Oh yeah, sorry, Becky. Oh, I think Restream just did this for me. I think it banned them immediately. Nice. Nice. Good work, Restream. Thank you. Good service. Take that. Disruptive spam bot. The only spam I want is spam I can eat. Because I am hungry.
I was about to say, I
for
cannot
spam.
see you eating spam.
I've eaten spam.
If I like spam sushi. Why do people keep calling it relay? I don't quite know what relay means.
Relay?
They seem to be calling the regular Mahjong queue relay. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm obviously not down with the kids.
Really, I don't know. I've had spam and I think it's fine. Like it's not like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you have to eat spam. Even if you've never had spam, you need to eat it. It's amazing. But it was just like porky kind of generic lunch meat. It was all right.
Yeah, Hawaiian. I bet you get. Yeah, Hawaiians
Hawaiians love spam.
like eat spam, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
it
just feels a bit like I'm
cuisine.
in a war. That's the only thing. I feel like, oh, I must be in a war. I'm eating spam again.
Well, doesn't that like? Oh, there we go. Doesn't that feel good? Isn't that like the legend of your people? And you big on? I don't know. I was watching The Crown. I was made to watch The Crown. So,
which season?
It's the one where the guy is gonna marry Diana, and then the Queen.
Prince Charles.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know. He's just the guy. He just looks like a big old nerd.
He looks way more handsome in the Netflix.
Yes, he looks. He's got a little bit of an Adam Driver face. I got to be honest. He's got that like.
Yeah, I'm like every time I'm watching, I'm like, this guy's attractive. This does not look like Prince Charles at all.
But like, yeah, and Diana's really upset because apparently he's just hanging out with his ex-girlfriend all the time, and like.
He was shagging her, wasn't he?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, everyone knew. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever.
And she's like,
I was
don't
like,
want to get married to
10
you.
years old.
And then apparently all the older ladies and the Queen get together, and like, they're like, maybe Charles shouldn't marry her because it'll be awful. And then the Queen goes off to talk to him, and gives him like the worst advice ever, where she's just like, your great-grandmother had someone that she wanted to marry, and then she couldn't, so she married someone else. And then they worked really, really hard, and 40 years later, they had something that maybe, if you squinted a bit, might be called love.
That's the British. That's what British love looks like.
Yeah, it's like, so you need to marry Diana because of duty.
Yes. Well, you've got to remember that
like,
it was it her sister? It was her sister, right? That they refused to let her marry the love of her life. It was just pretty normal back then. I remember even when I was a
why
kid,
was it so
they would
important that he marry her? This is what I'm a little confused about. Like, why was it so important that he marry anyone? Like, why couldn't he have just been like, well, I'm not getting married because I don't want to?
Because you need children. You're the Prince of Wales.
His mom lives forever. Like, why are we so focused on succession? This lady's fucking immortal.
Her father did not live forever, okay? We were still scarred at that point, all right? We had to make sure we had a few spares. And now we've got way too many spares.
I was gonna say, don't you hate all of them anyway? Like, it's...
Every time I watch The Crown, I learn to hate them just a little bit more because I'm
I'm
like, oh
very
god, these people are
confused.
awful.
I'm very confused by this, and like, I guess, I guess the thing I find so much of this very confusing, and the other thing I find very confusing is like that whole like you have to do this because of duty speech. First of all, I thought it was very like emasculating in a weird sort of way that she had to go and lecture her son about like how it's he has to go through with this marriage he doesn't really feel like oh, that's. But the other thing is I felt like it was very much. I'm like that's the speech you give your daughter when you're explaining to her that you have to because that it's like 1500 and you have to marry her off to the like friggin' what's it called the Habsburg with the club foot because otherwise there's going to be a war and 50,000 people will die. And you say like,
Well,
look, dear,
yeah, but it was kind of like that. He had to get married because
or
I think
what?
they kind of downplayed that and how like shaky grounds the monarchy was at that point. Like lots of people did not like them. They cost a lot of money. They didn't really do anything. Like
Okay,
they were all old.
okay.
And I think was it Mountbatten?
Ooh.
What was Mountbatten's name?
I'm sorry, this is a sick reach. I'm a little distracted. This is a
Yeah.
sick
So
reach.
Lord Mountbatten, I think, was it like
Lord
the 60s?
Mountbatten? What is that?
So Lord Mountbatten is Prince Philip, so the Queen's husband's uncle, because the Queen's husband's family were all Greek Nazis, and quite a few of them died out in this plane accident. It's a long thing. Anyway, but his uncle, was basically his father, attempted a military coup on the elected parliament at one point. So after all this, like things were really like risky for them, right? Like a lot of people were trying to take the monarchy down. They said we should be a republic. Why are we bothering paying for these people? Blah blah blah. And they're ugly, and they were ugly.
And
Now they got a lot of pretty ones.
do they?
I think they got Kate and Meghan. Those are very
Yeah, I guess
pretty
so.
individuals. No? They have to marry them in, you know. And maybe that was part of the problem. Camilla was always a bit horsey looking. Again, she looks really pretty in the Netflix show. She's
Well, people were saying they were uncomfortable with Margaret Thatcher being attractive in the Netflix show. They were just
yeah,
like,
no, that caused me some serious
yeah, they
sexual
were
confusion.
like, don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I really do not like that. Yeah, actually, I don't think they did Margaret Thatcher very well. Seemed to have lost a bit of the bite that she has. If you ever see like old archive footage of her, you can see why people worshipped her as they did.
Really?
Yeah, whereas the Gillian Anderson version, she just didn't really have it, you know?
Mm, mm. It's tough. It's
Like,
tough to do that. Like some people just do have like this presence
yeah.
that you really can't
And I
easily just
think, yeah,
replicate.
even like as a girl, like I assumed that you had to be a woman to rule the country because, of course, the Queen is the Queen. And then we had Margaret Thatcher, and she was in power for like, what, 8 years? God, no, more than, right? 10 years? Something ridiculous, right? So all I knew was women ruling the country. It was
Mm.
confusing to me to do such.
I guess, yeah,
It's like,
I
wait,
just find it really confusing that they were shoving Charles into this marriage for no end at all. Like I don't know what they thought was going to happen that would have been good.
yeah, again, but they miss out some of that in because probably because it would just be too much, and they are tailoring it a little bit to like international audiences. Like
Mm.
Diana comes from a family that classically marries into the royal family,
Yes, no, I heard that. That made sense.
so the Spencers, I mean, they're just a troublemaking family anyway. But it's the way they've always maintained power and money amongst that small group of people, right?
Hmm.
And Camilla wasn't really
Ooh.
part of it, and she couldn't marry Camilla anyway because she wasn't a virgin. And again, they missed that out. That was a big deal in the papers at the time, that the future wife had to be a virgin
What? Why is it a big deal in the papers? Like,
because at some point it looked like he might marry Camilla, and everyone's like, you can't marry her. She's not a virgin.
why was everyone so upset about that?
Oh, because it was the freaking 80s and everything sucked.
I feel like I feel like people have married non-virgins for a lot of the time. It's happened very often.
Yeah, but then no, but then look what happened to Henry VIII. That was a big deal.
He married everyone.
I know, but the fact that she wasn't a virgin caused the seismic rift between us and the Vatican.
Oh, hold on. Biona wants to know what the con was for.
An extra draw.
Hmm.
I just wanted an extra draw
Ooh, hello, Sixo.
because I was hoping to speed it out, but I couldn't speed it out.
I guess I'm just saying, like, I just feel like if he'd just been like, no, how about I just marry the non-virgin? That would have been a
No, but
better
he
deal
couldn't
for
because
everyone.
well, first of all, he had to have relinquished all his royal titles because the Queen wouldn't have allowed it, right?
I guess.
Which is why her sister, in the end, like she could have gone and married the man she liked, but the Queen wouldn't approve it, which meant she'd have had to leave the family entirely. It's really like it's so archaic. It's, like, it's
It's
so
very
stupid.
strange. Because it just seems like making them marry someone that they don't really like is just setting everyone up for a disaster.
Well, they learned this generation. To be fair, they've got it right this generation.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
have been allowed to marry who they want at the times that they want to do so.
Because like all that this set up was like, as far as I can tell at least, all that this weird you have to do this marriage because of duty set up was like
Guilty.
another huge wave of tabloid scandals about the whole thing.
Yeah, but I thought that wouldn't happen. You know,
How
I
do you?
I presumed that they assumed that Diana would know her place, which was just to shut up. I don't think they were quite expecting that.
Well, didn't she? Wasn't it just that Charles kept noodling around?
Oh no, she was writing to the paper. She was getting the paparazzi to chase her. She loved it. She loved it. Yeah, I don't know. They painted a sympathetic portrait of all sides in the Netflix show.
A little
Actually,
bit they have.
yeah. I mean, I think some, again, they are. Well, they haven't quite got to that bit in time, but the things I remember of Diana is her going on TV and saying stuff like
Ooh.
she tried to miscarry her child, and you're like, why are you saying this on TV? You
Yeah,
know
why would
these
you say that
people
on
grow
TV?
up to be adults. Crazy, crazy times.
This is a good reach.
Yeah, 578. Wait,
578.
yeah.
Wait,
I
too
don't know.
sick.
I was tempted to not because the upgrade, if I get the Forso, is so high because it gives me
Yeah,
Tanya
Tanya and
and
Ipiko. Ipiku.
hmm. But it's a nice weight, so
It is a nice weight. I think it's worth. It's worth. It's early in the game. It's probably worth it.
hmm.
It's already
But
says
did
it's
you watch
bad. I
any
would
of
have
The
taken it.
Crown before this one? Because
No, no,
the
no, no.
season four,
I just got involved. Oh, hey, you did it.
season four is the worst season. You should watch the other seasons.
Ooh, and you flip.
Yeah, it's small but sweet.
Ingredient predisposed Dama.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with Dama. Well, it flips you into second place. That's pretty nice.
I think sometimes it's about how you want to play the tables, right, as well, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess that happened.
Good for you, Isai. Sad for everyone on the table with you.
Isai.
Oh, I paused then. I thought he'd got it.
Oh God.
It doesn't matter. There's really no
No, there's
purpose
nothing you can
in
do about it at this point. You just hang out and.
yeah, unless obvious safe tiles come to me, I'm not gonna freak out.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's even
kind
more
of working
convenient.
out.
This hand wants to live, which is a little distressing because, like,
It wants to live to choke me in my sleep. That's why.
oh God. This is so frustrating because his hand is very alive.
It's not a bad hand either. Two red fives.
Yeah.
Him
What you
through
need is like
possibly
a
I can absorb
two-pin.
the door. Yeah, a three so maybe no. Maybe this has to be my pair here, right?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh my
If I get
God. This is
if I get a free
terrible.
so, that is a nice weight.
It is. Although the three so's are fairly damaged right now. Oh,
Uh,
it's a closed weight on a six so. Okay.
it's double reach, so
And flips
why not?
Tudora. Oof. Well, that just leaves you in second place, so hey.
But yeah, I would definitely watch the earlier seasons of The Crown. They're better. Like, it's difficult for them to be dramatizing something that happened what, 20 years ago?
A little bit. I mean, I never really knew much about all these royals and what their interactions were like, or why they did the things they did, or what mattered to them. Um, so it's kind of neat to see.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure some people here love the monarchy. I, for one, am not sure why I have to pay for them. But that was my great idea. Everyone's like, oh, but they make so much money for the country. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, cool. Well, we privatized all of our services, our post office, our rail networks. Let's privatize the crown then. And we'll restructure. The queen can re-interview for a job like everyone else has to.
Mm.
And they're like, oh, she does such a great job. I'm like, how do I know that? Someone else could do a better job. I have not had the opportunity to give her a performance review. And I certainly think during this pandemic, she has done a piss poor job. Like, it was like, oh, she brings the nation together in times of crisis. I'm like, I think this is this is obviously the worst crisis since the Second World War.
It is a pretty bad one. And
she
here.
said nothing. Yeah, she has said nothing. Like, that's exactly what she was supposed to do, is to make us feel better, and she has not made me feel better. What she's done is she's stayed at home in a palace. So am I. I mean, she's quite old, to be fair. They did trolley Prince Charles out. Not Charles. What's his name? William. William's done some Zoom calls.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that this is like exactly the sort of time when I feel like, again, as an outsider, to be very fair, like the monarchy is very well suited.
As head of state, right?
To be doing this very PR sort of thing, where it's your job to just look good, tell everyone it's going to be okay. It's not your job to fix it. It's a doctor's job to fix it. It's not your job to make laws about it. You just show up and say, like, here I am. This is bad for all of us.
We will get through this.
Yeah, something like that. Surprised you didn't grab that red 5, but I
don't feel like I'm close enough to be calling right now.
You're always close enough if you believe in yourself. It's alright. It's west. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Although it does kick you out of second place.
I feel like third is my natural position right now.
Well, you got west here. You got something going on.
Really? Like, this is what something going on looks like to you?
I mean, it could get you into second place.
It could get me into second place.
That's look. You always said to me, like, pay attention to your placements, know what you can do. Like, this even 1,000-point win will get you into second place. Yeah, I know stuff.
Don't use my own words back at me. I don't like that.
Yeah, people don't. People hate that. Oh, now we got the Chitoy option.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's a good one.
Gonna have to cut a pair at some point.
Yeah, it looks like it's better to not do Chitoy here. Yeah.
If I got the white dragon, would I think about Chitoy? No, I mean I'm so far from it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna cut a pair now though.
Yeah. Also, you got the 6, 7, 8 now. Like.
Yeah, and if I get a 4-pin, that would be a really nice weight there.
Yeah. It's probably not. It's not Chitoy time. I find that. Oh. Don't ever talk about 4-pin.
Thanks, Dora.
Yeah, it's the worst time. I hate that when you talk about a tile and it immediately like gets discarded.
Yeah.
All right. And would you call the West?
Well, I'm gonna have to wait on this Dora now, aren't I?
No, you do. Oh, okay.
Oh, bullcrap.
Yeah, you probably don't want to throw it, although I feel like it's not out there, but you never know.
I hope someone else will throw it to me when I wait on it.
It could happen.
Everyone has Japanese-style names in this game. Like, it doesn't feel very fantasy to me. I'm like, those are just names.
Because you spent so much time in Japan.
Okay, but then, like, do you reckon Japanese people are called... no, they are, actually. You know why? Gemma, you know the answer. Why are you going down this? Yes. Yes, Japanese people are calling their fancy characters things like John. It's true. I bet you, if I go on the Japanese server, there's a character running around called Dave. Probably a Lalafell or something.
It's Dave. I wouldn't doubt it. Everyone wants to be Dave. This is tough times. The tiles you want are really jammed up in there.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. But I kind of had to commit to keeping this Dora and building an entire weight around it.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
I couldn't throw it at the, you know what, the 6th or 7th discard without any of them out on the table.
I mean, you can say shouldn't. You can say wouldn't. But you could.
Okay. I'm okay to pay that money.
That's not a big
money
deal.
Points to just not have that happen again. Okay, good times. No, not good. Why? I'm West. Why couldn't I have had West? Yeah, Renchan is fine.
This is a tough time. This is a rough hand. Let's see what comes into it.
Yeah, if I was to ever write fantasy, then I'm gonna choose the most normal sounding names ever.
Steve.
Or call the big boss with like armor with Chad or something.
Chad. Alright, 7's a good pick.
I do really like weird American names like Randy.
Is that a weird American name?
Yeah, no one's called Randy here. No one.
Randall?
No. No. I'm trying to think what are other like classic American names that I'm really like. Oh, that's an American name. Because there's not really that many British names, are there? Well, I can't say that because I'm British. American names.
Hold on, I have to send. I don't know if I can. I'll send you this later. I was sent a humorous image about royal houses. Oh my god.
Yeah,
all right.
I got really upset because for the crown they've like, was it Prince Philip's Tobias, whatever his name is?
Funke?
Yeah. And no, they won't give me like what do we laugh about Americans? They don't tell us. They're just giving us the actual most popular baby names.
Oh, boo. I don't care about
Yours
my
are all,
actual
like,
popular baby names.
I'm pretty sure like the most popular one of the most popular baby names in the UK is Muhammad or something, which just goes to show how white you guys are and don't have things like Muhammad.
Oh, I guess that ate so maybe, who knows? I don't like it. All right, you got away with it. Now what you want is a 4-mon, or they could just sumo.
I feel like you're a few seconds behind me.
I am a few seconds behind you.
Yeah.
But
Cletus. Yeah.
Cletus?
That's a good American name.
Cletus. I don't think it's Cletus. I think it's Cletus.
Is it a Cletus? How would I know? That would be a fantasy name for me.
Oh, this is some rough Renchons here.
Ooh, Corey. That's a good American name.
Corey, yeah.
Yeah. People do not call their kids Corey here.
That's fair. One day I'll be able to go there again. Won't that be fun? I'll be able to go places. Remember places?
Like British Airways sent me this thing and they were like, oh, what was it they were selling like? It was like 5 nights in New York with flights for like 350 quid.
Good.
I know. Barbados, they were like,
no, you just threw the Dora.
Oh shit.
You threw the Dora south to let Double South get Dora south.
Right, well I just better win then, hadn't I? And win fast.
Yeah, I'm like staring like aghast. I'm just like, gah.
It's okay. I'm gonna make it up somehow. It's gonna be fine. I made an error, okay, guys? I was too busy thinking about your weird-ass names.
It's a big error. Let's see what happens.
It is a ginormous error.
It's a big error.
But it might not be me that pays for it.
That's true.
And that's what I've learned about Mahjong. Often you pay for other people's errors.
That's true.
Ooh. Someone else. East is also like, screw this. I'm not letting that.
Yeah, East is like, I can't allow
Door.
this to happen. But that's a
Like
little
that
good because it means
idiot
you have an
across.
ally in your.
Yeah, that idiot. I'm not sure if I'm his ally. As in, like,
Yeah, he's
he's
just
like,
like, what the
hell
heck
is
did you
that
do?
idiot?
Everyone's now done with this garbage.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm the person who didn't. Oh no! I'm the person who
uh,
didn't step onto the meteorite.
that is.
But actually, this is good for me because now everyone's closer to me.
No, second place is much further from you, but first place is much closer to you.
Yeah, but I've still got my dealership.
That's true.
I've still got my dealership.
I don't believe you
Yeah,
through
yeah,
that.
that was unlucky that you had an idiot on the table.
Oh,
I'm the idiot, by the way. Just to clarify, I'm
yes,
not saying
clarify.
that any of
There's a
this.
self-immolation in
I
these
was the
comments.
idiot.
Oh
I was
God,
the idiot. Do you know why? Because I glanced up and I bet you I didn't think that it was south was the door. I looked at it and thought it was the indicator again.
this hand does not. You're right, Xardi. This hand does not spark joy.
Oh,
There's
don't.
potential here, but it does not spark joy.
So this is the
Uh,
first like actual lockdown activity I've done, or lockdown, and that was I tried to tidy the bedroom. Tidying the
ooh.
bedroom, I decided it would look better if I moved the furniture around, and then I moved the furniture around, and in doing so, all the stuff I'd put in the furniture to hide it exploded out of it. Now there's just stuff all over the floor.
Wait,
I
what?
just gave up
How do you fill your furniture with things?
because it's storage, isn't it? That's where you put your things in the storage facilities,
What?
like the wardrobe and the chest of
Oh,
drawers.
okay. This isn't just furniture. This is like, yeah, a wardrobe is designed to store things. I thought it was like you were moving a
Yeah.
couch, and then you were like, oh my god, this couch is full of all these things. I'm just like,
Yeah, it
couches
might be.
don't get full of things. Or they shouldn't.
And so and also like moved the bed like I kid you not like just a few inches to one side, and then I realized how much crap I'd stuffed under the bed.
Couches shouldn't store things, ideally.
Dora. Not making the same mistake.
Alright, good. You've avoided making the same mistake. Although, Isai has thrown the Dora already. This is a bad scene, this hand. I don't like it.
Dora.
Ooh. Never mind, this hand just got a lot better.
Yeah, this is the mess over here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sanchoku.
Yeah, by throwing a Dora. You're right.
I mean... Oh, it's a reach. You're not going to throw a door into that. Although you can throw those nice 5-sos. Eh?
Yeah, I keep thinking we need to do something mahjong-y. We need another mahjong project, Dave.
Alright. Couches do their things on top of them, but like, I don't know.
I'd like to do like an online event, but
There's a lot of
don't
online
know.
events that have happened.
Yeah, but not like a play event. I think that's been done. Yeah, we're done with that, right? We've
Hmm.
done that. And now I keep watching like the new softwares and stuff going by. I'm wondering if one of those will have a feature because like Zoom's all right, but
Yeah,
it's
we
not.
need more stuff.
Yeah, it's not inspiring, is it? Like everyone's using it for work, right? No one wants to go on a Zoom call in their free
Yeah.
time.
Nobody's excited
It
about
just
Zoom.
yeah, it just saps my will to live.
There's just no way to win this hand.
Oh yeah.
3 safe. What are we doing here?
We've gone crazy, Dave.
Okay.
Didn't have the opportunity to go crazy.
Yeah, you don't get to go crazy at all. Okay. But how are we getting Tenpai?
Why not?
Yeah, there's no way to do that.
Yeah. That's okay.
7
It's not
pin
a big deal.
only. It's a rough one.
You just sort of, and then the problem is as well, like I've lost my hairbrush in this big like tidy up that
Huh.
I tried to achieve, and
Huh.
now I can't. I want to brush my hair. I guess I never have to go outside, so it doesn't matter that
Yeah,
much.
why were you brushing your hair? You're never going out. Never going out ever again. It's over. It's fine.
I remember when I used to get my nails done. Like,
Oh my god. This is
I
actually,
want,
this is coming together.
yeah, I wonder how the nail lady is. East is the door indicator, so these
So
could
East is
come
dead.
together for me. Oh,
Interesting. It cuts off your Itsu opportunity, but that's the question. Would you wait for the Itsu? Or would you just
if I
go?
got the if I got the 9 pin, I'd do Itsu. But
Yeah,
anything
what's coming together
else,
too is
no.
a problem. It could just be like reach Pinfu, but and there's room for red fives to swap in here.
Hmm. If I get the 6 man or the 3 man though, I mean that's a super nice weight.
Yeah, but if you get the 7 pin, the question is, do you? Ugh, ugh.
Get the 7 pin, I throw the 2 pin I reach as well.
Now it is 1,000 points sweeter.
Now I just fold. Yeah, I don't really want to lose points to the 4th place here as well, because as you said, they're
Yeah.
not that far from me.
Ah. You could start with the man tiles. I don't know where you go. Jesus, this is ridiculous. Ah,
I want to get off.
this is so bad. But if you get another one mon, or one so I should say, you still can reach it.
Yeah.
You're still not pretty dead. Or if you get a red five. Oh, hey, that one is safe now. That's nice. Because now you can get a two-sided weight even if you get the 1 pin. Yes!
You like that? You like
I
that,
like
did you?
this. This is sick.
I'm not sure that reaching's the right thing though, because West does have a 1 pin in their discard, but no one's throwing any pins, are they?
They have a 1 and a 4, and you've thrown enough pins that it doesn't look too crazy.
I just feel other people are sitting on pins. I think other people are
Possibly.
also building hands out of pins.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be
Okay.
shocked. Ugh! And the Uro was your 2.
Do you know what? I'm being punished for my shitty Dora throw, so I'm
A little
okay.
bit. That is rough because yeah, that got places. But uh I weep. I weep for the future of Mahjong.
Wow, dude.
Well, this is your deal and you got to make something out of it, so let's do
Hmm.
it. I wouldn't throw that 8 if I could help it.
Oh yeah, that's the door. Shit, I thought the door was 9 man.
Are you
Oh, Square, you can't bring the update fast enough. I'm not smart enough for this. Shit. No, it's okay. I'm gonna go fast.
You
I'm
can go
going
fast.
fast.
You can go fast.
I have to go fast. I'm the dealer.
Yep.
Yeah, for people who play Mahjong, that's such a difficult thing to see.
It is tricky. But like,
Because I glance at it as well, you know? Like, if I'm playing in real life, I'm always glancing at the indicator. I look at my
I
whole
just
cards
remember
and
someone
too
being
much
very
as well.
particular about not discarding the Dora ever or early or anything. Very strong opinions about that.
That person was correct. The person who sits before you is an idiot. Thank you, Zardy. See, Zardy's on my side. Zardy
Oh, I
knows to
also
play
will love.
Lilith.
I'll be very happy when the Dora indicator changes. It'll be great. Couldn't have discarded that one pin earlier.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's the Dora. Oh, no, it's not. Like, honestly, my little heart soared then for a second. I was like, oh, the Dora. It's funny, I haven't played since February, and I still have that habit. Like, most of my Mahjong's probably been on Run Run, actually.
What's the Tompusen change?
Um, I think they're adding East only.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, adding Tompusen. Okay.
Probably. Probably because. Why have I got lots of people commenting? I can't see your comments.
Oh,
So.
it's you got spam botted.
Oh,
Wait, why
okay.
are you
That's
passing
fine.
everything?
I'm gonna fold, aren't I?
I thought you were gonna push this and go real fast.
Yeah, well, I can't now, can I?
I mean, you could.
The 6-man's super dangerous. Have to find a new way. 6-man staying there until I'm tempo. Yeah, the community would definitely make a big shift towards Tom Poussin.
Yeah.
Hi, Mahjong Index.
Hi, Mahjong Index.
Index has been streaming recently. I haven't managed to catch him yet, though. He is streaming the game that shall not be named, though.
Hmm.
But it's okay. I might make an exception for Index. Because overall, good player. I'm a streamer now. Is that like you're a wizard now, Harry? You're a
Oh,
Twitch
fancy
streamer now.
overlay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Okay, I have to come and see then. Senki Suji. Yeah, another format will be rough by now. Yeah, because the
That's
advanced
actually
stuff,
not so
basically,
bad.
nothing happens. I think though lots of people don't want to commit to such a big game.
Yeah. Oh, this is really good. But remember that Haku is the Dora.
I'd be unlikely to throw 2 Haku.
I put nothing past you.
Someone's doing Run Run. Okay, if you're streaming Run Run, I'm definitely coming.
This is
I
looking
think you have
good.
to stream with a delay. Oh, but you're going to cover the names. Because if you cover the names, you don't have to have a delay, I don't think, in Run Run. But you should check.
Oof, waiting 24 hours for a game. That's a long wait. A long, long, long wait. Come on.
Yeah, I think as long as you have to hide the names for Run Run for sure because it's yeah, and that's the reason that I haven't you did send me that link, right, about I'm gonna have to call it. I'm just gonna call it.
Yeah, go for it.
You did send me that. You did send me that. Index sent me a link about masking, and that's what I need to do. I need to be able to mask all the player names out.
Hmm.
But yeah, you do tend to have to have a delay and stuff because yes.
Yeah. That's what you need.
You want to talk to me? Yeah, and that's the reason that I kind of got stopped streaming because yeah, if I can't stream Final Fantasy, then I have to put delays in, and then it's not really fun, you know? Like the reason that I enjoyed streaming was like the community and chatting and stuff. I'll do a private game if someone wants to do a private game. I am quite happy for someone to stream my game.
Hmm. Okay, so this is not going to improve at this point.
And I think me and Dave at one point talked about getting people together to do a private game so we'd be allowed to stream it.
Yeah, we consider doing that. I would definitely consider doing
Because
that.
that would be the easiest thing. Because then you didn't have to put a delay if it's a private room, because we'd all have agreed to it.
What you
Yes.
need. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, we've done that
Not
before, Index. Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
The only problem with that is that as a Haneman, it doesn't quite get you into first. If it was a direct hit on south, on east side, it
Yeah.
would have gotten you to first. But it's still exactly what you need to get you into second. Hey, and end the game right there with a positive.
Oops, I'm wrong person again. Shit, I'm not very good at this, am I? Yeah, this I basically haven't moved from 815 to 825 until next rank.
Hmm.
Long time.
It's tough. You gotta climb. It's a tough climb. Alright, this is the second rudest player. Oh no, wait, was someone rude? I think it was
Someone
rude.
rude?
Someone please undo the mess I made.
Gimme.
No, I don't think anyone's being particular. I don't see any particular rudeness. People talking about Minfilia. No one should be talking about Minfilia. We're done with that. It's over
She's
for
the
us.
worst. This is why Stormblood's the worst content, because I've got to go and find her. At least when she was in my life, I was just like, okay, well, she's here. I can't do anything about it. Like, she's gone now. We don't have to go and find her. We should be partying. No Minfilia.
The no Minfilia part. Well, we're actually, I think we're just about done. It's 2:45, so I'm not sure if we have time for
because
another.
I've got the UK meetup
Oh, the Uck
in a
meetup.
few minutes.
The Meet Uck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call
Is that
it.
not a word you use?
I don't think it
A
is.
meetup.
A Meet Uck. You gotta
Meet
meet
up.
Uck and greet
Up.
Uck. Well, it's UK, so it's Meet UK. Meet Uck.
Meetup. Okay.
It's a Meet Uck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Exactly. It sounds delicious. I'd be all for it. Yeah, so I think we don't have time for quite another game, but thank you all. We actually had good cues this time.
Yeah,
This is
and
pretty good.
Index. Well, first of all, Index, I do want to watch you streaming. Sorry, I've missed you streaming. Second of all, if you want to do a private game, we could both stream our hands. That might be fun. And I'm sure we can find other people who are happy to do a private game.
Yeah, no, I think we could definitely set up a time for it. That'd be
Maybe.
kind of neat.
Maybe even Dave.
But what? Whoa! Hold on.
Or we could just do it in this time frame.
We could do it in this time frame too. No, I'm pretty
Already
open
got-
to it. Again, I have a pretty open schedule these days, short of work, which has been again a little busy, but we can make it work. I'm wearing my yellow sun shirt today. I see myself now. I'm like, oh, bright and sunny. Swoop back over here.
Run still the best game.
Everyone likes Run Run. I like Run Run.
Not everyone likes Run. Plenty of people hate Run.
But
Some
I've
of, like,
heard
'cause
my
I
opinions
don't know-
are correct.
Well, because the UK Mahjong Association is holding their tournament on Mahjong Time, right? In next month, I think. If you're interested, you have to go to Mahjong Time or the website. I cannot help you. Anyway, so then, and then someone said to me like, "Oh,"
I've been betrayed by unwise.
but so someone was like, "Oh, like at least it's not Ron." I'm like, "Wait, what? Mahjong Time is better than Ron?" And they're like, "Yeah, I really like Mahjong Time." I'm like, "Wow, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder." Because
I mean, yeah, I got some thoughts. I don't know.
well, first of all, Mahjong Time you have to have Flash, and I am not putting Flash on.
Well,
my
Flash
computer.
is going
I'm
to
done
be
with
dead in
Flash.
December, right? Flash is going to be completely not
Oh, really?
supported anywhere. Yeah, they're. It's always been a big security problem, and now they're finally just like, we're getting rid of it.
I mean, because I was on a Mac before, so Mac just didn't allow you to have Flash anyway.
They have an app to fake. What is like a fake Flash?
They must be reworking it into HTML, right?
They might be. I mean, they must be doing something. But yeah, Flash had always been a big security problem, a big problem for everyone. So they've been phasing it out and pushing away from it. So I think they're finally going to be done with it.
Oh, Riichi actually does like walkthroughs and kind of reviews of Mahjong softwares. So I think Riichi is gonna do one on Run. I'm gonna do one on Mahjong Time, and actually has like technical knowledge and understanding of how things should be good.
The Mahjong app
so I
immense value. That's cute.
Riichi Reki's reviews when he puts them up.
I'm definitely interested in seeing them. Apparently, there's also a whole new major version of OBS for me to upgrade to, so that's going to be some work I have to do on our streaming
Good, because
stuff.
they'll have moved all the features that you like to another place where you
That's
don't like
perfect.
them.
Then I have to find them again. It's like an exciting time as I go and I look and I try to find all the features. I get to type a lot
Yeah,
on my keyboard, which is really great. I'm really happy with it.
it's
I'm
like
really super happy with the
workstation.
keyboard. I'm
Yeah.
actually genuinely joyous. OBS is a bit of a pain. Like I used XSplit for a long time, but then it turned out like everyone just supported features in OBS better. I'm still a little back and forth. I think they're both fine,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Like
like
I used XSplit for a long time, and I still kind of prefer XSplit, but yeah, it just doesn't have the same features that OBS does. Definitely for, especially for Twitch.
yeah, OBS is just a little bit better, and everything integrates with it a little bit better right now. So I'm not particularly partisan about which one I prefer, but right now we're using OBS. For those of you super interested in how our incredibly technically proficient stream
See,
is,
I was
is
going to
going.
be interested actually if the PlayStation 5 would improve the Twitch streaming app because that would be a big deal for me.
Did they, I don't even know. Can you even get a PlayStation 5 yet? Like,
Well, no, obviously I can't, but one day I will.
well, why can't you? I'm looking. Does any of them magically appear? Oh,
Oh God,
the Black Friday Xbox Live game sale has begun.
I just don't have the patience to be like constantly refreshing Amazon to see if they've
Me
dropped
neither.
some for like 2 seconds. I'm just not that kind of person. I'll wait.
I like look
But
every
like
once in a
some,
while because I think it's cute to like just see if there's a chance to try to get one, but I'm not like very invested in it. Like failing to get one does not make me upset.
yeah, but like some people who'd bought them apparently in this country, like people had stolen them en route and like replaced them with like George Foreman grills or bags of rice.
All right, I gotta be honest. That's a little funny. To get a George Foreman grill instead of your PS5. No, it's pretty awful for people who are really.
Someone did it.
It's not
Someone did it
good.
on stream. Like some like big kind of blogger type person who did an unboxing on stream and like pulled out something like
A
an
bag
air
of
fryer or
rice.
something.
That's
Yeah, it was.
amazing. That's amazing.
I see Index saw someone got a Nerf gun. Yeah, yeah. Like they must be being stolen straight out of the Amazon warehouse in
I'm
that
sure. Again,
case.
I'm not going to say this is okay. It's not okay to get the thing that you bought stolen from you. It's pretty awful. And
It
I
is
don't
awful, but
have
also
like
Amazon have to sort that shit out, and I feel really bad for the delivery workers. So do you know
and
what? If this is their protest, I'm
I
okay
don't
with
get
this.
it. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories. Like I don't understand how manufacturing is so bad that we can't just have them. And a lot of people are suggesting that
Hmm.
like Sony deliberately and Microsoft too, they're deliberately keeping the stock low to keep people engaged and hyped up for them during this time.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
To be fair, they have got way more PlayStations manufactured and ready to go from the factories than they did for the PS4 launch. It's just that the world is so much different to when they planned their
Yeah,
manufacturing
yeah.
way back when. They'd have planned the manufacturing their launch 2 years before, right? They weren't anticipating that everyone would be like. There's no way I'd be wanting a PS5 right now if I wasn't on lockdown. I'd just wait. I would be
Yeah,
happy
no,
just
the demand has
chill
to be
out.
like out of control,
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
So
And
like,
it's the
yeah, I
same with
get
the
it.
Switch. Like I
Yeah,
don't think it's
yeah.
a. I
Again,
don't
for
think
me,
it's.
like,
I just
I'm not that upset about it. My opinion is, I'll look every once in a while. I might look at the stream and see if there's a chance for me to grab one and check it out. But like, otherwise, like, when I can go and get one, when I can just click and say I want one and get it, I'll get it.
Mhm.
Until then, I won't. I mean, the other thing is like they've kind of screwed up this generation anyway. Because like the
Mm,
PS4 and then they made the PS4 Pro. And now the PS5 is like, well, what's new and great about the PS5? Like, well, it's like a PS4 Pro, but even better than that. And it's like, okay,
yeah. But
yeah.
the other thing as well is
Oop,
you've got to remember now they're going to be rushing them down the
Becky
production line
line.
faster than probably they should.
Thank you for following
So
Becky
now
line.
at some point you're definitely going to get a bunch of dead PlayStations coming through
Possibly,
the process.
quite possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
depends on
never
what
even got a
PC.
Switch. Like, yeah, last lockdown I wanted a Switch. Never got one of those.
Oh, Switches are great. I'm very happy with my Switch. In fact, I would. You never got a Switch? Can
I
I ship
wanted
you things?
I wanted the Switch because I wanted to play Animal Crossing, but then like you couldn't get a Switch in this country during the first lockdown for love nor money.
um,
Yeah,
yeah. I
do you
mean,
know
I was
what?
considering getting a
This
new
is
Switch
weird.
because the new Switches have slightly better battery life. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do with my old Switch? So now that I thought about this way back when shipping anything was like impossible, but now that
Ah,
shipping's more
shipping's fun.
possible, I might be well willing to do a little upgrade to Rooney if you
And then
wanted.
I can get and then I can get the classic game collection of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, you can get all that stuff. You order the
Oh,
last.
no.
Well, thanks, Reki. You did it. You ran them out of Switches.
You
It's
ate
your
the last
fault.
biscuit.
Yeah. But if you want, yeah, if you want, I'd be really happy to just ship you mine and get myself a new one because, yeah, I mean, we can figure out, a reasonable price for a minorly used Switch.
Mm. Yeah, because I don't really need the battery that much, I don't think, because I probably won't be the sort of person who uses it portable. I want it for my TV for sure.
yeah, like I don't need it for the battery, but I'd like to, I don't know, work something out if
But
if they're
yeah,
available
you're the
here.
sort of person who needs it more than I would. Like,
Probably,
you've
I'd
got
be
high
more
place
likely
and
to use
stuff.
a battery. As long as I do all those long. Is it signed? I can sign it for you, Tim. Do you want a signed Switch? A signed Switch for me? Should we do that as a raffle for the?
Yes, Dave.
We could do a community raffle for a Dave signed Switch. I
Look,
don't.
I want
Does that
someone
have
to.
value to anyone? Should I be signing
I
things?
want. I want to admire first of all before we get into that Dave's red sheets and that he's made his bed.
Oh my god.
Like,
I've
I
not. That's why the
super
bed is
love those
bare.
sheets.
That's why you can see the red sheets.
Oh, is that why? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in
Right
my bed
across
at one
the
point, but
screen.
then I got out of the bed instead of looking.
I think I've
Oh,
only been asked to sign one thing, and that was by Daniel. Daniel was like, "Can you sign this?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "In case you're famous." Like, I better not see this on eBay scalper.
yeah. Look, this is value me. I'll sign anything. I don't care. I'll sign whatever. It'll be great. It'll be perfect. I'll get my adoring fan base.
And yeah, Index, I should stream more. You're right. Index has been trying to get me back into streaming, and he's right. I do really enjoy
Jim is super
streaming. I have a
famous.
really good time.
Jim is astoundingly
But
famous.
I've done my tax return, which means I can think about other things now because
Yeah,
that
you
is
can
really
stream your
set on my
taxes.
mind.
Do some
But like,
tax streaming.
you don't want to. Yeah, I should have streamed myself trying to do my tax return. Just tears, tantrums. You're super famous. You just don't know it yet. That's the
Yeah.
definition of famous.
That is the definition of famous. People do stream. People do stream some weird stuff. I'm excited when I get to do my taxes. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
so much.
do you know what though? I really have serious concerns that people would get off on people doing their tax return, and that would
That would be
freak me
really
out.
yeah. Doing ASMR tax returns, that'd be a little weird. A little weird. I don't know if I'm into that.
Just,
No, I'm excited because
just
switching jobs means that they took out extra taxes because it like resets in the middle of the year. So I'm gonna get a big refund because they're taking out too much.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm gonna have
So
a fun
basically,
time.
it's forced savings.
A little bit, yeah. So it'll be nice for me this time to be like, okay, hey, I did it. I got my taxes. How cool. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we are hitting 3 o'clock, so thank you all for joining us. We will be
Thanks,
back as always
guys.
next week. Thank you for playing Mahjong with us. And let's see if we can set up some of those other games, other things.
Thank you very much.
And if you all want me to
Thank
sign,
you.
so I'll sign things. I'll do it if I'm that beloved. It's you can also say no. We don't care about your signature, and that's fine because I can accept that. I can deal with sadness in my life. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you.
Thanks,
see you next week.
guys.
Yeah, we'll do
Bye,
index. Bye for now.